Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to episode 5. I'm so glad I'm being consistent on this channel, and I'm even more glad that you are joining me on this journey of consistency. Today's topic is, how do I tell a guy I like him? And in this video, for the first time ever during the relationship series, we have contributions from our subscribers, my followers, and people who just basically watch this show. If you'd like to connect with those who replied on my channel, make sure you read the description box. I'm going to add their social media handles so you can follow them and connect with them. From my experience, a girl telling a guy she likes him is usually, you hardly see it, but then nowadays I feel like girls really don't care. Like, girls can't just wake up in the morning, they see a guy they like, they tell him I like you. For me, it depends on my mood though. Sometimes I just tell them straight up, like, I like you. And sometimes I just maybe liking your Instagram post, commenting. So if you see me commenting on your Instagram, share all these things, take a hint. I'm kidding, but then like, I will tell you if I feel like telling you. If I don't want to tell you, well, I'll just run away from you, because some guys are wahala. Because you're hot too doesn't mean that we have to have something going on because I like you. We mustn't always have something going on. So we're just going to go straight to the question part of it, and I'm going to read out the answers. My question to the girls is, how will you let a guy know you like him, and what is the worst way to let a guy know you like him? So the first reply comes from @IamYechi. Okay, for me, I'm not the shy type, so if I'm to tell a guy, I will call him and say it out plainly that I have feelings for him. I will do this only if I know him quite well. If I do not, I will wait till I do. The worst way, I think, to tell a guy you like him, I think, is to throw yourself at him, sacrificing your everything, money, time, energy for him, always clinging to him. Nah, we are not doing this in 2018. Telling the guy you like him straight up has implications for you. I know that some guys, when you tell them how you feel, they just withdraw, like, oh, she likes me. I really don't entirely understand why guys do that, because even, let's say they're chasing a girl and then the girl now says, okay, I like you back, they also start to withdraw. It's something that happens with guys. I think guys are they're just guys. They like to chase after things, and then when the chase is no more there, they just tend to withdraw from it. And then considering throwing yourself at guys, we're not doing that this 2018. Girl, respect yourself. We're not doing that this 2018, no. This was sent to me by Raymond Ativier. This is the question I asked guys. What's your take on girls making the first move? He says, I think they should do it more often. LOL. I think girls are always too cautious of shooting their shot, and they'd rather just be silent about it. I think that's because they are too scared of being rejected and the guy not being interested. They rather put themselves in the right situation for the guy to make the shot, which I think is clever, but comes off as cowardly sometimes. The only reason I don't like girls making the first move is because they usually don't know how to handle a no. They either block you, dislike you, and just stop talking to you. They find it difficult to remain friends with someone that just turned them down. Guys get rejected a lot and know how to handle things like that without ruining the friendship. I think there's a social contract that harms a girl's ego if she makes the first move and the guy is not interested. Personally, I feel like we've come up in a society where we've been told not to make the first move. You can't ask a guy out to go out with you as your boyfriend. You can't even propose to a guy. So naturally, girls are just, then the first instinct is for the guy to always make the move. Correct me if I'm wrong. It doesn't even have to do with your self-esteem or the fear of a rejection. It doesn't have to do with that. It's just a society we've grown up in, telling us that you have to wait for a guy, a lady, and all of that. So he says that I think girls should shoot their shots more often. But it's back penalty though, throwing. So I asked him what the take on guys in general is. He says, I can't speak for all guys, but I think most guys would be relieved if girls made the first move often. Most times girls tend to give vibes that can be uncertain, and guys get confused if the girl is not interested or not. So I'm sure guys will appreciate if girls make the first move more often. Girls tend to actually give a lot of vibes. That's just who girls are. we can be very uncertain and we can be very confused with how we feel. I feel like that's why guys should try to be more expressive. The thing about us humans is that we tend to think in different ways. We tend to interpret things differently. I may be folding my arms and moving like this when I'm on a date, and then the guy may think she doesn't want to be here, and he's like, okay, Sola, let's go home, but then I'm really just cold. So guys should learn to ask questions, be expressive, so that they wouldn't interpret the girl's attitude differently. And the thing is that girls today, they are A, tomorrow they are B, so you should always ask, what are the different ways guys let a girl know they are interested? This is from you guys, so you girls should better keep your ears open. So when a guy is trying to let a girl know that they're interested, they do a couple of things like checking up on them more often than normal, calling them, trying to make the girl laugh any chance they get, trying to impress them in one way or the other, outright telling the girl they're interested, and going out of their way to buy gifts for them or surprise them with something that they like or want. And then I asked him which is his most preferred. He said, I'd rather either outrightly tell them if we've been friends for a while, or I go out of my way to buy them gifts for them. That's his preferred way. And what I try to do is listen to them carefully during conversations and try to come up with something they'll consider as thoughtful. It doesn't have to be expensive. When you put that much effort, they usually get the idea. Sometimes girls know when a guy is trying to hint them that he's interested in her, but if you're not telling me, there's really so much I can do. It depends on our mood. When you don't discuss the issue or discuss the fact that you're interested in her like head on, you might not really get anything out of it. It's kind of just leaving things to chance, because imagine how many guys are probably trying to catch her attention or buy her gifts. Samuel said it's okay for the girl to make the first move because sometimes the guy might be shy, and I don't think there's anything wrong in the girl making the first move, to be honest. If she likes me, she can just say so, and the girl can tell me she likes me anywhere, but most preferably through a face-to-face conversation. That's important. The way you tell the guy, not even how, the way. Is it face-to-face? Is it via text message? Via FaceTime? Oyinda says, this is the 21st century. Anything goes, to be honest. If you like a guy, walk up to him and tell him you like him. The highest that can happen is if he says no, in quote, rejection. The world doesn't end. Even if he rejects you, more fish in the sea. I agree with that. There's more fish in the sea, but some fishes are better. But I would advise you do your research before you make a move, before you move to a scum. Hashtag Yoruba Demon. And I agree with Oyinda, who says that you should do your research before you let the guy know. Kind of know who not even aside from him being a scum, try to understand the kind of person he is. Some guys generally just being guys, and they don't like when girls try to overstep their boundaries, and overstepping their boundaries could mean a girl telling the guy, I like you and I would like us to be more than friends. If you view it as it being a big deal, then you wouldn't be able to like tell a guy you like him. But it's not even as if I'm advocating for that, but I'm just advocating for do what you want to do. Life is too short to hide your feelings. And let me just tell you guys this quick story time. How I never told this guy I liked him. This was like secondary school days, but I eventually told him like 7 years after. Okay. You got what I need, oh yeah, all that I need. If you wanna move, baby, move for me.
Kings Nation conglomerate. I like what you do. When I look at all the things you do, and I see you passing through, I know that you like mommy. Tell her mommy, name doctor. Tell her mommy,